ISO shoving the sevens here. Oh wow, he overcalls. What's up guys, welcome to the stream, first time with camera, super exciting, at least for me. Yeah, easy call here. Oh, so it seems the sound is fixed again. Credits goes out to TW Stevie, my man. This is usually something I would avoid in high stakes games, but I think in lower stakes environment where people are not squeezing as much as they're supposed to, I increase my flat calls quite a lot. And we have an easy call on the flop. Especially suited kings, they perform quite okay in my dual pots.
Digging salute GLGL.
Stevie, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, and also here, I wouldn't level myself into raising since he c-bets to third, he calls. So I expect one of them to have at least a pair, at least a queen, and we get a good price, so it's a very profitable call.
Let's crush. Vamos.
Crazy flow, vamos, let's go. And don't want to bet too big. Still want to have the option to value bet my ace queen if I have like ace and clubs. And queen, I can certainly value bet against king, queen, queen, jack. But yeah, I think it's a good spot to bluff all the king jacks. Say if we have king jacks or even ace jacks, right? Against 1/3, we have to call it again. I wouldn't mind. I'm also gonna bluff this river. It's we get to fold ace fives, ace eights. I mean, he should be right. Flush draws. This is so weird. This is such a weird line. I feel like he's just betting a random flush draw, but I mean, I think I'm gonna jam. I often expect him to bluff his busted flush draws with these sizings. I'm gonna call a 3-bet. I'm gonna block bet here against or protection bet against overpay or overcards. Ooh, so he still has all the ace kings, ace queens in his range. It's totally fine also to sometimes on this board texture being so deep to check back some overpairs. However, I do believe that most people won't do it, but in case he does it, I don't think he's going to fold an overpair. And also, if I have a bluff like 10-9 Jack 10, I want to apply maximum pressure. So that's why I go for an overbet here. And we get the call. Yeah, of course, that also makes sense. He can have all the ace sevens, ace fives, some ace eights. So it's a good call by him because we do have all the jack 10s, jack 9 suiteds in our range. So I'm not planning any live stops soon. I've been to Vegas, I've been to on the Seychelles, and just need to catch up with all stuff. This is a nasty spot. I think we have to fold the 10s here.
Let's crush.
Yeah, sometimes you make a bad fold, but it's very unlikely that they both have ace king, ace queen. It's more often that someone will at least have an overpair. Oh, fresh OOD, my old friends. I'm definitely gonna defend the a6 here, and then we're gonna check chop on the flop. And we just call it. Oop. He comes back. And owns me so hard. Oh my god, pets. I think we have to Jesus, this spot is interesting. So I think, oh my god, I mean pets is going to be like, it's 35-40 bigs. I mean, we crush his range. It's so bad that we don't cover Pat's, but I think Pat's range will be so wide. It's Pat. I like him. He's a really good guy. So yeah, I think we have to call it. Interesting flop here. Here in the Sunny Million, people are just calling all the time, so I'm also gonna adjust my open raise sizing here. He donk jams, yeah. I mean, he can have some draws, but the problem is that too many pairs, 7/8s. Definitely calling flop and turn here with my jacks. And I think he's gonna have a lot of 4, 5, 6s, 8s, 9s, so I'm gonna be value betting against those hands. Of course, he can have some. He can have some pot controlled queen X on the turn. Ace 5, pocket 4s. You're not ripping a lot, my friend. I'm very much contemplating to hero call here. And we're gonna ice raise him again. Hopefully he's on tilt now. Ah, you're just gonna bet big and commit myself against him. Should connect with his range fairly well. He has aces. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. So there might be something that, I'm not saying it's a universal law in that spot, but according to what I know, not such a big fan of it. 3-bet call you with 9s for around 30 bigs, pretty standard, or even 25 bigs. Like us. Oh. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm just gonna jam here. Pocket 10s. 25 bigs. Very standard. Ten six off. Huh? What just happened? He... Ten six off. In the sunny main with 15 big blinds. Just YOLO. Why not? Why not? Right? Limping the small blind, flopping traps. And going for a check raise. He snap calls. That's very good. And he says he's a big fan. I mean, there's so little 7x combos, like 7x in hearts, right? I prefer going for a check call against busted flush draws, or you might turn a 6 into a bluff. 6-4 in spades. We're going to call here the aces, of course. Oh! Oh! Sunday Storms giving me a little present here. And here, 20 big blinds against the P, King, Queen off, very standard rejam. Call would be fine as well. I don't mind it. So flatting here the Ace Queen suited. I think betting is fine here. checking as well. We don't want to bet always, but his queen, like overcards with backdoor flush draws are totally fine.
Truly, I feel like a boss. Spend every afternoon freestyling verses while everyone else is out doing the cross. This is my sport. The thing is, I keep getting better.
This is kind of scary. It's a really bad card. He has all the 8-7s. More 2 pairs in his range, so yeah, just checking it back. Any 10, any jack, clubs, any king would have been good. King jack here, we can call, we can reshove. I'm just gonna value bet quite big here. Yeah, this kind of sucks. It opens a lots of
on the road today, so no
reshoves.
grind for me. Just hopping in to leave a huge let's fucking crush.
Curcuma, hey, thanks for the subscription. He's one of the coaches for Razor Edge. He's very active in Discord, provides lots of good advice, good feedback. Yeah. The problem is, so we're somewhat top of our range, right? Like he could be check shoving 6-8, 9-8, 9-7, 5-7, 5. There are just so many hands. We don't really know whether he's doing it or not. It's just this in this spot I'm clueless. Like I don't know whether he's doing it or not. So, and I have ace-3, ace-4s, ace-7s. And ace-queen is one of the best queens I have, so I will certainly go for a call here, I believe. Four, 6. Threes. I just expect a lot of players. I mean, he's very short. His bounty. Yeah, we have to call it. What the fuck? It's not the worst flop. Cold calling 3-2 suited from MP against another gun. Do you want to barrel? Maybe get him off a mid pair? Yeah, I think it's not too bad. No! But at least we win a decent side pot, so... Yeah, we have the third nut, so we have to value bet here. So yeah, it was very important. One of the key reasons or key aspects when creating this course. This doesn't feel good here that the small blind comes along. But we get there. This is an interesting spot. I see that small. River he bets. He has a lot of busted draws. King Jack, Jack 9, Jack 8. 8-9, King 9. We block some hearts. I think it's a decent combo to call. We are busted in the Sunny Storm, by the way. Ace Jack as well. I think it's one of these spots that's just too much overbluffed. Defending the King 7 off here. It's a board that we want to be check raising with a high frequency with our King X. However, we also want to call sometimes, so yeah, my weakest King X I really like to put in my check call range here. I'm just gonna keep check calling. River is nasty. But he still has all busted hard draws. And yeah, we just call down. That's very unlucky. That's a very ambitious open race. There was 10-7 suited. That's a very, very loose open race against a table full of wrecks. But as you can see, guys, games are still very, very soft. Oh, here we go. Gas. Ah, 226th place. Thank you for playing. Definitely want to check some of my weakest ace-X against European. It's a board where all our middling hands, like 5-7 off and 10-4, they have very little equity. So it's very important that you don't start over bluffing here, because your middling hands just have very too little equity. And River is very close. It's very, very close. But I guess we have to check all. I mean, we have all non-spade King X, non-spade Ace X, non-spade 8X, so we have to call. Sunny main here. I have 10 big blinds, defended Ace 2's off. It's multi-way though, but we have flush draw and here we call. And he has a Queen High flush. Oh, and we even get it through. That was pretty sweet. Sunny main, we have the bubble. Yay! Let's go! First time on Twitch with a cam. Instantly in the money Sunny main. We're running so good. So good. This is insane. We're running so good. And we go in here with the ace check off. Oops, but we can re-enter. Tuck! 25k, we won the flip. You thought we were busted, but we're back in the tournament with 25k chips again. That's how we do it. And we're gonna go all in here with ace queen off. I'm not going to fold this one unless now big blind jams. Then we have a fold here. I'm gonna make him think we have aces. I'm just gonna min 4-bet. Jack 10 suited. It's a good rejam actually. I like it. I like it.
Let's crush.
Wow, Bencb 789 tier 3 subscription. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support for the channel. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I mean, we have a lot of 7x we're checking back, right? I really want to... I really want to jam. Just... I don't think he would ever size 7 like this. Block betting a 6, an 8, a 3. I think I'm gonna raise this one here. Check back all my ace-7 suited, king-7 suited. Good call! Good call. Good call. Just min betting against ace-10, ace-9. I'm so fucking greedy, and ace-king. Is there a schedule for your stream or is it random? Yeah, it's more randomly. I'm just gonna be ISO shoving the 7s here. Oh wow, he overcalls. We need a spade. Oh, oh, that's a sweet pot. $200K, let's go. New flat, I'm calling you all in. Oh, actually quite good against both. Just need a king or queen. That's it. I'm also just gonna jam the king 10 suited, less than 15 big blinds here. Button is short, big blind is short. And we're all in the Sunny Supersonic. This is not the position that I want to see, guys. We'll shove it. Okay, we have multiple all-ins here. Jetzt hier. Aufmachen, los, auf geht's. 5 King 10. Queen, just a queen, that's it. Just give me the queen. Queen. GG Sunny Supersonic. So it's only the Sunny Mayan and a 1K sit and go. Ace 9 off. I think I'm going to reshove here. I mean, it's 30 big blinds, but he's going to be opening very wide. He's going to be flatting very, very capped. It's like for 25 bigs, you can start reshoving. For 30 bigs, 32 bigs, 34 bigs. It's a fine hand to reshove. At least we split. It's, by the way, also that I've recently added to the Turn Masterclass. Reshoving multi-way in those spots. It looks like a huge punt, but it's a very profitable to rejam really wide in those spots because small blind is pretty much dead money. He mostly has deuces to eights and then like all his broadways, and his cutoff range is insanely wide anyway, so you pick up those chips uncontested very, very often. We have 2-pair blind battle. I limped. I mean, he can. Oh my god, that's such a huge jam. Thing we have to fold. Against all his draws, we're slightly ahead, and against his flushes, we're almost dead. He can also have straights. Jesus. Don't think he's jamming something like Queen 5 in position without a club on this board, unless he's completely. A7 suited, less than 20 big blinds. I think I'm going to call. I think my range would be A7 suited plus Ace-8 off. If I start raise folding A7 suited, I'm getting completely wrecked. He will be reshoving those kind of hands as well, weaker aces, and we managed to beat the river. Going to bluff the river. All in path is flatting me. I'm gonna check the turn. I'm not sure if he would bet. I'm gonna raise small here. I mean, if he's a set, then it's gonna be very expensive anyway.
Let's crush.
But I think jacks, nines call at least once, and then we can check on the river. Betting turn is fine as well, but I also think that a jack or a club would very often start bluffing the at some point. And we can now value bet the river against an 8. And I was about to say, I think we have to bluff catch here. Like, I bet forward all my 8x. It just jams so much shit. I mean, that's basically one of the best hands we have on the river. 7 deuce. Nice check jam. So we have our bluffs, and we have our 9x. Everything else you bet earlier. If you now start folding our 9x, you can check jam any 2 on the river. Gonna start betting on the turn. I think I'm just gonna jam the river here. We block Jack 10, we block 6-7. He checks back the flop. He's most likely having an 8 or 4. Deuce, we jam. King. No 8. Thank you. Just need a king or an 8. And a hold. 2.5 grand. Thank you very much. Good luck, us. Not meant to be. What can you do? It is how it is. Poker can be brutal. Another 5x spin and go. But guys, remember, this spin, I think 100 spin and goes so far. We had 100 2 times spin and goes. 2x multipliers. I'm just basically min betting against this 7-8 stuff. Ooh! Ooh! Come just pot dunk. Oh, half pot is fine. I'm gonna raise small. Snap call. Just jam. Come. Put it in. And he still folds.
While you living all the same shit, look at me, it's easy to change quick. I was harassed by the asshole jerk-offs, but you're telling your friends you can't take a day from work.
Let's crush.
Tim Thompson has gifted the sub. Oh, look at this flop, boys. 2.5k.
Let's crush.
And another 5x. The tournaments are not going so well, at least the spin and goes are going well.
If you're thinking about it, dog, you ain't living it. Something's messed up, you gotta do something different. Stressed out over an A or a B, kids killing themselves, man, I'm enraged by what I see. You gonna sit there and watch your dreams shatter? You gonna hit the plate and be a home run batter? That's cliche, well, I'm just trying to live it up. And oh yeah, one more thing, I don't give a fuck. They tell me to slow down, but homie, I'm just living my life and gonna do what you think is right, cause that's stressing me out. They telling me they know what's best, but will I care when there's no one left? They tell me to slow down, but homie, I'm just living my life and gonna do what you think is right, cause that's stressing me out. They telling me they know what's best, but will I care when there's no one left? I think not.
Oh, we turn a double gutter. Yeah, I think we have to keep barreling this hand. Kinda sucks when he check jams, but yeah. On the other side, he will also fold often enough. Good luck. 8-9. Or just a 7. Thank you. Another one.
My time, I told you I could. Now your boy really out here doing it.
10 deuce.
I don't really care if you had other plans. I'm the type of man that'll run it. Told you I ain't playing when I come up in the game. I'ma bring my whole goddamn crew in it. If we see a loose snail hanging from your coffin, we the type to put a fucking screw on it. Bang. This for anybody that hated or overlooked me. Told me that I failed and tried to tell me I would be. Stuck up in the hood where all the killers and crooks be. All it ever did was motivate me and push me. Now I'm in the sky just dangling from a cloud. Drawing on the sky for people that's looking up. All I'm trying to do is stop from.
Now we're gonna go. Now we're gonna forward, you know, of course, with the top pair, and we bet. And jamming the river. I mean, he can once in a while have a slow play with queens, kings, or aces, or better queen, but more often he has jacks, tens, ace, king. He can raise pre-flop something with like 9-8 suited or 9-3 suited. So just jam for value here. Or ace 10 off, why not? Blocking all my floats with jack 10, 10, 8. It's 2.5x against under the gun range, I think we have to fold. I'm just min betting against his complete air. Guys, I think this is the moment in the Sunny Mayan. We're gonna risk our tournament life.
Something I could vent on, something that when it drop, maybe I could pay the rent on. See, I'm just tired of being led on. The vision in my brain, something everyone go get fed up. So if you doubt it, if you hate it, you don't come around.
Ah, come on, really? Alright, alright. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna check jam, got a flush draw here. Oh, wow, wow, really? Really, that was nasty. That was nasty.
Trying to solve all my problems. I got demons.
4.
I can't deny it. If I said I didn't miss you, I'd be lying. I've been driving trying to clean my mind, putting on mileage.
Interesting that he limps ace-3 suited there for 10 big blinds.
New Year say me no else. I've been working harder if you can't tell. I'ma do it for myself, I'ma do it for the fam. Now you ain't gotta act like that. I can feel it in my chest like an asthma attack. Say I'm being a little cocky, gotta act like that.
Oh, no ace on tilt. Let's see. Oh, that's a sweat. Oh, that was a nasty turn. I think that was a tilt jam by him. Alright, at least you win this last one, spin and go as well. It was a pleasure, first time streaming on camera. Enjoyed engaging with you guys. Maybe next time we're gonna have more deep runs, but I think we had quite some fun in the spin and goes.